table that last year.
Yeah, but we told him, if we had the money,
Right.
and I ain't backing down off of that. I'm gonna get it.
Okay. I know you gotta see your logo. Okay.
Know what I mean?
Exactly. A lot of maps, God.
Yeah, I know it. This is the most I've seen in a while.
Make sure we got a bunch of maps. Man.
It ain't really none of them been questioned. They just
No.
for approval. Huh?
Yeah, we just you got to approve G.
Which one?
G. All the G. Yeah.
What was the problem with it?
You got too many lots, he can wait.
Oh.
You got a bunch of lots.
So you can only have. Oh, he's got too many lots?
That what JR said, he can wait.
So G's gonna have to be a separate thing, or we just want to approve it?
You want to put it over G.
Okay. You gotta watch out. Make sure they don't try to slip something in there.
I know. He had a special on the news tonight about this carbon copy or capture, how it can impact the state. It come on 6 o'clock news, I'm not going to be able to listen to it.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
How it can impact the state with the carbon capture. So we should take action on our position of carbon copy. That's going to be an issue.
So they want us to
Oppose it.
oppose it. But, okay, if anybody has done it now, or was in the process of doing it, does it affect them? You know, if somebody's already done sign permits?
But nobody never told us nothing about it.
Well, I know.
I don't think it would, because we don't.
Okay. The only thing about it, what the problems I have with it, is what it can cause to adjacent landowners, and they don't know that stuff they pushing in the ground ain't gonna pressure back up
I agree.
and seep through, get in the groundwater.
Right.
You know, that's the problem, and you got to think about public safety.
Then we got a bunch of bending all woods in this past sooner.
Well, I know, but see, people, they were fracking all over the parish. You know, and when you fracking, you forcing water, sand water or whatever, salt water into the ground.
It could be a lot of pressure too. So.
I know.
You know, these old wells that have been paved over with concrete may not be the holy pressure. Good. I'm just looking over there for you. Okay. I was just looking over there for you.
Oh yeah.
Did you talk to Jeff earlier?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna go with him
Would you-
tomorrow.
okay, I'll
He
go
said
by
give me that 1:30.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with him.
Oh man, I'm day by day.
Test it. 1, 2, 3.
Almost here, bro. I should be having it. See what, Coach? Yes, sir.
You sit inside the man now.
Huh?
Sit inside the man.
Yeah, my man. That's my man right there.
He's real. This man's real. He's real. He's real.
We come around with
That's right.
basketball, football, and
And everything, Coach. We got some today. So we got some today.
it ain't very much on the agenda, just all on maps.
Yeah. And depends on how far the discussion goes on the other stuff.
All this stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Have you ever seen this come through before where they've done don't we normally do that, or do they normally do that, or is this something new altogether, the fact that they're dealing with it?
We recommend a variance. We get a variance.
That's what I'm saying, so why is it coming
Well, it
through this
seems
way?
like-
I've never seen one, we've never
Seems
done
like they
one like
just,
that.
I know we still have it.
this one look right. You know, don't look
That's what I'm
good.
saying, why did they go through
You know what I'm
this? It
saying?
always comes to us.
I have to use it with this here, though. You know what I'm saying?
Light on that?
No, I was just saying I knew all of it. But it's
I've never
all
seen
right.
one do that. It's a good sentiment, I don't disagree, I'm just trying to understand why it went that
We
route.
question them. And they go, who brought them back?
Okay.
Yeah, with heat, yeah.
I'll put a mark on that.
Okay.
Who that? Who that?
We got the big guns in here.
Yeah, you got the business in here, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna try
Yeah.
this is me.
Y'all don't get it off, man. Y'all got it already.
No, that's the problem.
Man, y'all the real thing. Y'all the real deal Holyfield, man.
I'm a little sad. You might want to go ahead and run it right here. You're the 23 season, my buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. You might as well. Oh, boy, I've been out about it, bro. You got what it was, one.
Hey, James, right there.
I have 6 o'clock. It's time to call a meeting to order, please. Like I take this time to welcome to our first meeting of the month. And after the meeting, we have a 3-minute public comment. You can make the if you have any questions afterwards. I will do the prayer and ask Mr. Oliver to do the pledge. Thank you. As you know, it's chaos all over the world. It's wars and rumors of wars. It's hatred, it's backbiting, it's lying, all kind of stuff going on that is not right in this country, in this world. But I know one supreme being who can answer all these questions and fix all these problems. Let's just take 1 minute, moment of silence for this country and for the world, please. All right, thank you. Our gracious Father, we come to the presence of thanksgiving, thanking you, Father, for everything we have done, realizing without you we couldn't have accomplished anything. For these causes, Father, I just want to say thank you. Father, I pray for this jury. Give the wisdom, knowledge, understanding to the business of this parish to the best of our ability. I pray for these jury here, Father, and their families as well. I pray for everyone that's on my weak voice, Father. Just look at how much. I pray for this country. I pray for the state. I pray for this parish. I pray for this community, Father. I pray for the elderly. I pray for the sick. I pray for ones incarcerated, Father. Look at how mercy. Realize a lot of terrible things going on. You are the one in control, Father. Just look at how mercy. And Father, when everything is said and done here, we'll be mindful. Give you all the honor, praise, and glory. In Jesus' name that I pray. Amen.
Raise flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr.
God
Oliver.
bless Mr. President Trump.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver.
Thank you.
Ms. Harris, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Dexter Armstead,
Present.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain, Mr. Michael Cheatham,
Here.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan,
Here.
Mr. Jason McCray, Mr. Keith Mills, Mr. Richard Olivo,
Here.
Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn, President Lewis Kent.
President, we're here. We have a quorum. Need a motion to approve the agenda with one addition. The addition is take action on opposition of carbon capture resolution.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. McCray, second by Mr. Mills. Discussion from the audience. Not all in favor? Aye. And opposed? Motion carried. First thing on the agenda, old business. Adopt the minutes from the February 16, 2026 regular meeting. If everyone read them. Motion.
I make a motion to accept.
Motion by Mr. Mills. Second by Mr. Umstead. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Not all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. New business. Update plans for the 1903 Clinton High School building. Ms. Catherine Landry. Will you please state your name, please? Is the mic on? Just the mic on for me.
Okay, thank you. Catherine Landry. I live here in Clinton. Last year, I was here asking you to save the old 1903 high school on Bank Street, and you gave your support. And since then, a group has been meeting to discuss uses for the building, such as a community center and a small museum. But we're open to any suggestions that anyone has that will benefit the community. We've met with Representative Roy Darrell Adams, who said he wants to help, and Dr. Adrian Conrad, who lives in Baton Rouge, but she has a strong connection to Clinton. And she's been working to secure funding and talking to people interested in the space. Bo Richardson has looked at the building. He's here tonight for structural issues. The building's on the National Register, which is another source of funding. People are interested in it, but obviously they need to see the condition of the building first. So we're asking for two things. One is your support tonight for it, and also to get approval for the prisoners to clean the building so we can move forward with it.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, on last week, we toured the building. Structure of the building is real, real sound. But we have a lot of vital old records in that building. We have no place to put them at this present time.
Right, and I wanted to talk to the Louisiana Archives about storing those, and that would be part of the museum if it's approved, because they're part of the parish's history.
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
So that's something that would want to store while any work's being done and use those. So,
There's a lot of court records and legal records and all kind of stuff up there, yes, ma'am. You know, we have no place to store it, so what's the pleasure of the jury?
Catherine, do you have like a written plan of what y'all would like?
we do have a rough draft, and we have a board that's ready to be in place depending on the outcome of tonight's meeting.
I was really thinking more of a rough plan of what needs to be done. Because we can't just give blanket approval to do whatever. You're gonna have to give us the specifics of what actually needs to be done, because we don't know. There might be two different things, what we think and what you think.
Well, to start, just cleaning up, and if there's anything to throw away, then whatever the police jury decides that it's not good anymore. And from there, we can kind of see what we have to work with. But Ro Richardson looked at the structure of the building, and he may be able to answer your questions about that. But our plan is pretty much what I've just said, is just cleaning it, because we feel like it's in relatively good condition. I mean, Bo, you thought it was stable.
Like you're saying, we don't have, excuse me, I'm Bo Richardson.
Still, you state your name, thank you, sir.
But I looked at the building, what we're saying is, we don't have like a plan, we don't have a blueprint of the building, of a plan that's AB. What I went up there and looked at, what I went up there and looked at, that's with taking the gutters down off of there, painting the building. Like you say, they looked at it, it's structurally sound. It got some stuff you could do up under the bottom of it to shore it up and make it sturdy, to keep, like some places I've went in there and the inside and the floor, like it's not, it just needs a little support beams off up in there. You need to paint it, you need windows in it, you need to redo the doors, as far as that, and it's got like a place where I seen on there that's open, there's water coming in. If the water keep on coming in, it's gonna do more damage to it. It's right now you can kind of catch up with what you got to try to save the building, but if you keep on letting it go, who knows what will happen in another 2-3 years with it just sitting there. Where as of now, you can get on it and jump on it, and like you say, and I know for one thing, you need those gutters took down off there, because you don't have no way to get up there to clean it. It need to be cleaned down, washed up. All those bad boards back on there, they need to be replaced. You need to go see what's behind there. If it's not rotting too bad, you can kind of fix that up. But we don't have like a solid blueprint where I can go from A to Z on it. I can kind of just skip through the letter.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to, I don't think she's talking about more of a blueprint. I think she needs something like documented. Is that what you mean?
Something
like an action?
We kind of have like a rough, we're trying to see where we're going with the meeting for.
Yeah,
Provide the rough draft then. Just provide
Yeah,
that.
just something.
Something written so we know, like, it needs boards. Who's paying for that?
We do have that, and we're working on securing funding for that.
It's security for that.
Okay, so right now, are you asking for permission to just do some cosmetic work?
I don't,
Clean up.
The pleasure is to clean it up
yeah.
and approve your support.
See, that's asking for support, really.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with supporting that at all, but my biggest thing, like Lewis said, is those vital records we have there. That's the only concern that I would have, but as far as everything else.
Can I say
I
something?
support it 100%.
Who do the records belongs to?
Belongs to the parish.
It belongs to the parish,
Okay, all right.
Okay, but
and we just don't have a place to.
I understand.
different people in the parish, because you've
Yeah.
got
I understand.
4-H has things, Sheriff's
Sheriff's
Office, so you're
Clerk
gonna
of
need
court.
representatives from every single group to go say, keep it, throw it, keep
But
it,
that
throw
is a
it.
good plan that Who is good, why you can't fix the building for the store, your stuff? That's one thing there, you could use it for.
Yeah.
This is vital records we're storing it in a building that's
Falling down, that's what I'm saying, you're not gonna have nothing to store it in, it's like you're saying, it don't have no way they can, like, move it around or whatever to.
Before we mess with somebody's records,
I understand.
the sheriff needs
Yes.
to come here and say, we can touch his records and we can throw them away, we can't, and
That's what we're trying to get.
whoever it is
I don't
has to
think
do
we
that.
should be storing the sheriff's records.
But that's what we're here with the meeting
got
for, I
storage
thought,
and
for
we
to
got-
get that, to get an okay on seeing, could we get someone to look into storing their records for the time being, and then they'll have a place where they can put them and store their records.
And that's the stuff we need to see written down, so.
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you. Say,
I think that's the stuff we need a plan for, and if it's a rough draft, that's fine, we
That's-
just need to.
what she
know
said, I think
something.
Ms. Catherine said that, didn't you say we had a rough draft
Yeah.
for what,
Yeah, as far as those repairs you mentioned.
repairs what we mentioned?
They're in pretty bad condition now with the, honestly, with the broken window panes. So I'm sure the agencies and all the entities involved want those saved. But, we plan on doing that because it'll be of use to us. You have the museum.
I wish them look, I've been in there, everything is so chaotic up there, you can't tell nothing from one end to the other.
But that's what we're trying to get to now, is who in charge of getting the chaos under control and to,
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am, please do.
And just so maybe this will help you to understand, there are a lot of records there.
Yes, ma'am.
Some of them are for the police jury,
Yes,
some
ma'am.
are for the sheriff's office. We all have to have retention schedules. Some stuff may be in there for the current sheriff that may have been for sheriffs from,
1903.
that's totally, I understand.
so they have to have their retention schedule
Yes.
before anything can be, you can dispose of anything. So maybe we should first start with the sheriff, maybe the clerk, if he has anything in there. We did see some stuff for, what other entities?
Department of Ag.
Mr. Kyle. DPW will be
Multiple.
fairly easy.
Yes,
Multiple
ma'am. I
binders.
understand who all have the records in there, I don't have no problem, it's just, we're like, you understand what we're
Yeah,
trying to
but
say?
everyone shouldn't just be in the building with records like that, with everyone's information on it.
I understand, I got,
So if we can start with them first, letting them maybe tour to see their records, their retention schedule, and getting rid of the records first, not even letting the inmate.
I understand, I understand exactly what you're talking about, what you're saying. Everybody need to be in charge of their own records, and you need to, that's what I thought was in the meeting for, to get everybody, like whoever, let's say the sheriff department, the clerk of court, whoever it is, get in touch with all of those, see what they wanna do with their records, they'll be responsible for their own records. No one will be responsible for moving and loads into this, right? The sheriff department or whatever, get someone in their schedule, they get someone there, go get their records. Whoever else have records in there, go get all those out of there, they could put them wherever. And then when we get the building fixed, they could bring them back or whatever and store them or however, whatever, you know. That's out of my, you know, but what I'm interested in fixing the building back to getting it where you can store stuff in there. But right now, you know, you just got water running in there, those gutters, you study dumping water off up in there, and it can only take so much, so.
Yes, ma'am, state your name, please.
Debbie Kemp, it sounds like to me the first step is to have a detailed inventory of what's in there.
I wish them luck.
You know,
That's the-
have one person or a little committee go in there and do a detailed inventory so you know who you need to approach.
Yes, ma'am.
Rather than, oh, let me call David Dart and let him come in here and see if he has anything.
We have a plan, yes, ma'am, we're gonna work it out, promise you. Yes, ma'am.
Just one last thing, I'm Michael Wells, and I'm working with this group to restore the 1903 building. We can certainly.
Come to the mic, please. Come to the mic.
Might have to come to the mic, yeah.
Thank you. We can certainly, Michael Wells, we can certainly have a plan, a preliminary plan for what our intentions are for the building, but as well having the building cleaned properly, documented, work with each of the agencies. I can get that to you probably within a week or two, once we've contacted those various agencies. And I'm pretty sure we went through and took a number of photographs. So start with David Dart, you say, to find out what.
He's right here.
Thank you. What agencies would have storage in there? Who would I start with to find a list?
I think the way you're gonna find a list is going in there and picking this one up and say, this belongs to the ag department, this belongs.
It's everywhere, it's out college.
That's what it is.
Okay. Well, that's where we'll start. We'll get you a plan. We can do that. Probably take 2 to 3 weeks.
old.
That's what
Good
I'm
enough.
saying, you know.
Depends on what Jeff says.
Yeah.
And Mr. Williams is the go-to
You know,
person.
you know, you know, well, I guess y'all.
Yeah, we do it. Thank you, Mr.
Thank y'all.
All right, the first step's gonna be taking out a surplus, because right now, we have minutes that building is listed as surplus. Before we do anything, that y'all need to vote on that. So, if y'all wanna do that, it's entirely up to y'all, but before we can move forward with anything, y'all need to take it out of surplus, because that's where it is legally. We did, yeah.
They're not asking to buy the building, they want to restore the building. Yeah, so,
My recommendation, just my opinion, I would like to see the funding for the building before I and a lot of other people go to a lot of trouble to find these records, who they go to. You got computers in there, equipment, furniture, that kind of stuff. I understand that the building needs to be cleaned up. I'm 100% on board for that. But before we move forward, can we make sure that we have a plan and the financing available and that kind of thing? That's
you're
just-
looking to acquire grants to get this done. You're applying for grants, right, Ms. Shirley?
Right, and you do need to see the funding, but people don't want to commit until they see the condition of the building. So we kind of have to work on each other's faith that it's going to be taken care of, and that's our intention of securing the funding. But I think the building does need to be cleaned up, obviously.
Believe me, I totally agree with you. I was in there the other day.
And there may be some important records that are getting wet or whatever that need to be taken out of there. So,
There's rats, all kind of coons, everything up in there. That building older than I am, so it's a pretty old building. Some of the records in there are older than I am. And I wish anybody look going through the, cause they're on top of each other, they're scattered, they're torn. I mean, it's a mess. So what's the pleasure of the jury? Give them a little support to go and apply for grants?
Yeah, no problem with that. I make a motion. Yep.
Yeah.
I make a motion to take that surplus. That's the first step.
can we do it as a last?
We can do it. It's on the agenda. Just go and take it out. Motion to take it out of surplus?
I said,
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Now the motion to give them a letter of support.
I make a motion to give them a letter of support.
Some more discussion. Question from the audience. All in favor? And opposed? Motion carried. So we'll give you a letter of support. Yes, ma'am. We're applying for grants and everything to restore that building.
Is the next step going to be what Jeff Williams said with voting on the surplus, or something different?
You did vote.
The surplus is off. So,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
So, will we contact the agencies, or will somebody on the police jury do that? About what our plans are and to have them get the
Because you have appointed Mr. Williams, your go-to person with the letters I received from y'all earlier. So he will be the go-to person, Mr. Jeff Williams,
Okay, so he'll be our contact person?
for the jury.
I'm sorry.
For the jury, yeah, contact him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's move on. Thank y'all here. Request hardship variance at 4127 Jack Lane, Slaughter. Donna and Brandon and Carrie Winwhite. Are they here?
I move that we table it.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, discuss take action on parish supplement pay for registered voters. Mr. Jeff Williams, panelist chairman.
All right.
State your name again.
Jeff Williams, building official, East Feliciana Parish. I was tasked with, to chair the panel to hire the next register of voters. The committee's decision was a gentleman. In order to hire this gentleman, our recommendation, can I tell y'all figures? I mean, do y'all have the figures in front of you? You want to discuss that in an open meeting? I believe y'all have the figures in front of y'all.
Well, when it comes to money, the public needs to know what we're doing.
I'm not, no secrets, I'm just,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
No, he asked.
what I'm asking for is the change in supplemental pay from the police jury side.
As you know, the salary is set by the state, and the parish supplement the salary with the state. When people understand that. Because he will be working for Feliciana Parish, and we supplement the salary of the registered voters. The state set the rate, and we supplement it. We've been doing it for years and years and years. Go ahead, Ms. Williams.
I think the last time we hired a register of voters was Bobby Ross, that was 20-plus years ago,
Yeah,
correct?
it was. After Mr. McGee retired.
Yeah, after Mr. Lee.
So times have changed, economy's changed, and that's why this is being brought to y'all.
For sure.
What's your recommendation?
My recommendation is to supplement an additional 6,000 this year, and through the next 5 years, will make up the additional 6,000. So 12,000 total within the next 5 years.
I make that motion.
I second.
Any discussion? Questions from the audience? All this is to supplement, increase the supplement that the parish pay towards the registered voters. Any more discussion? And all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. One opposition? One opposed, Mr. Oliver. So the supplement is in place. Okay. East Feliciana Parish Registered Voters Appointment, Mr. Jeff Williams.
All right, so it is the recommendation of the Committee of the Register of Voters to hire Mr. Paul Blanchard.
I make the motion.
Second.
To hire Mr. Paul Blanchard then.
Second.
Any more discussion? Question from the audience? Mr. Blanchard, will you please come to the mic, please? Introduce yourself and tell us some of your experiences, please.
My experiences?
Yes, sir. I know you worked for the Secretary of State. Well, I'm sorry, you worked for the Secretary of State for the last 20 years.
I've been running.
Give us a background.
He'd be
Yes,
up here
sir.
all night.
I've been running elections for the Secretary of State's office for the past 20 years. In fact, I came out of New Orleans running early voting today just to be here with y'all. So I've got plenty of experiences with it, and I got plenty of experience too, and really looking forward to helping out East Feliciana. Miss Bobby did a great job for a long time, and I'm looking forward to jump in there and go at least another, till I can retire. I mean, it'll be an honor to come home finally and help out my own parish.
Glad to have you.
I've been around too long. I was here when Mr. McGee retired.
Me
I'm here
too.
with- I'm here when Miss Bobby retired. I don't want to be here when you retire, okay?
I hope.
We got a motion in a second. Anything else? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Mr.
Thank y'all.
You are a new registered voter.
Yes, sir.
Give him a hand.
This has been an extremely strenuous
It has been.
process,
It has been.
and I just want to thank y'all for that decision, okay?
You're more than welcome.
Thank y'all.
And Jeff, thank you for running a committee that was run just perfectly. It really, you did a good job. You did a great job. It was very fair.
Now, I'd like to say in closing, that Jeff, you hired somebody that I didn't, went round and round over one pay step. So my point is about the money, about how we do things. So that's all I got to say. I'm gonna be very kind. Who got the job's fine with me. It's about the money.
If I could respond to that comment.
Please do.
I did everything the right way, Mr. Richard.
I'm not saying
I
you
went to
didn't.
every committee, I did everything I was supposed to do. So, that's all I want to say on that.
Thank you. I pointed
you.
You
chairperson.
never said that. I said, I was referring to your department about hiring somebody. We've done that before.
And the reasons that we have argued about things like that are because of the qualifications, usually, of the person. When we've got somebody that's really qualified for something, we tend to give them extra steps. And that's what we're doing. There was nobody, there's some nice people there, there's some people that are my friends that applied, but he is
That's
very,
qualified.
very
You're right.
qualified.
Exactly,
He
exactly.
had the experience that we wanted, so.
I'm gonna say this, it's a business. I treat it as a business. When it comes down to hiring or whatever with this parish, friendship goes out the window.
Exactly.
There's no favoritism, there's no big eyes and big U's. We're gonna do what the law says, we're gonna do what's right for everyone in this parish, okay? It wasn't no hanky-panky. We did what's best for this parish, and I thank Mr. Williams for his service, and the panel as well. Thank you all. Let's move on. Approved contract for parish engineering for generator project.
So, you all did the time, last year, put out RFQ.
OSP.
For the generator project, and this is just a contract. Mr. Sam has looked over the contract, it's in your,
Binder.
binder. If you all would go ahead and approve that for the generator project.
Motion?
Sam's approved it.
Yes.
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Quinn, second by Mr. Mills. In discussion, question from the audience. All in favor? Aye. And opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, approve authorization resolution for 25-26 line item appropriation. Parish Secretary.
So the purpose of this resolution, we all know that you all do approve a resolution for the authority, the signatures. There's one with myself and Mr. Lewis on it, but this one, it couldn't have my name, Mr. Lewis' name, and me to sign at the bottom certifying it. So just for this cooperative endeavor agreement, it's for the $100,000 appropriation. We need that approved so we can go ahead and get it submitted, and it's in your binders as well.
It's in your binders as well.
And this, that's the $100,000.
Appropriation, yeah.
So you just need,
Change the signature,
To approve the resolution.
resolution, yeah.
so you need the approval to change the signature?
Yeah.
No, I just need
Just
you
for
to
the
approve
resolution,
this
huh?
resolution that's saying Mr. Lewis will sign.
I would sign instead of her,
So moved.
yeah. Second by Coach Cheatham. Any more discussion? Question from the audience. None in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, approved tax order for QES for general engineering services, not to exceed $150,000. Parish Secretary.
So Quality is our new engineers, and we are starting on different tasks for them. The
$50,000, you've, in the past, we've done 100,000, not to exceed, but we have quite a bit of things going on right now. And we also have a goal on how much we want to complete this year. So this is just, if you all would approve this task order not to exceed $150,000. It's budgeted.
It's already budgeted, so.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Second by Mr. Umstead. Any discussion? Question from the audience. Is that all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, quality engineer notice to proceed with Willis Pond Solar Farm project, not to exceed $25,000.
Mr. Williams may have some information,
On that.
updates that he want to give you all on that, but this is one of the projects.
One of the projects.
Like Ms. Harris said, this is one of the projects that we would like our new engineering firm to work on. We already have a contract, obviously, in place with Willis Pond. This is to go over traffic studies and different things like that. They are actually wanting to start construction on this particular solar farm August the 1st of this year. So time is kind of the essence. So
That's the one off of 9.
that's one off of McKnight Road.
Like that.
Oh,
Yes,
that's the
ma'am.
one that's in there.
Genola. Yes, ma'am.
And it's not to exceed the $25,000.
Correct. Mr. Yarborough. Been here for a while.
Yep. Motion
Motion?
by Mr. McCray. Second by Ms. Chastain. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Yes.
I do have something, Mr. Zach is here with us today, and if you want to kind of briefly let the jurors know about the, procedures
Please do.
and how we're moving forward with, jobs for the engineers?
Absolutely. Zach Gibbons, project manager with Quality Engineering and Surveying. We're excited for having the task order agreed to, and then all the notice to proceeds on these various projects. Yamisha's right. You'll have a lot of projects, and we're excited to get started on them. Part of my task after meeting with Yamisha was just developing a standard operating procedure on how we're going to move forward with projects or any new work that comes from local residents or a police jury member. So what I did is I developed a standard operating procedure, kind of explained the communication process of how a project idea would go from police jury or just from a simple idea to getting it actually implemented by Quality Engineering as your parish engineer. So all communication would ultimately get directed to some form of department head. That department head then has the ability to request if they would like engineering services on that, but it ultimately must be pushed to Yamisha, parish secretary, before issuing what we're going to define as the notice to proceed. You have your task order, that's 150 that we agreed to today. That covers all your engineering services. And then we have each notice to proceed, which indicates project specific. And until QES gets that, we don't want to spend any money on projects or spend any time without approved work that's agreed to by the police jury or by Yamisha in guidance or in direction of what best serves the parish. Also, for invoicing, that would also relate to any purchase orders. That's in the standard operating procedure about how that would be set up, and we would be in communication with Yamisha about that further if it needs to change or be altered.
Any questions from Suzanne?
Yes, ma'am.
State your name again, please.
Debbie Kemp, who or what will be served by this solar farm? I mean, since it's evidently connected to the parish, it's not like a Gemco or Energy. So who's the power going to?
Energy.
Well, why isn't Energy paying for some of this?
It's
Are we
tying
gonna
into the energy line on, Allen Lane there, Bluff Creek.
So we'll be selling power?
Not we, it's not our solar farm. It's not ours. I want you to know, it don't belong to the parish, okay?
Well, I don't know why we're appropriating a lot of money from our budget for another company that's got billions of dollars.
Thank you.
Please explain to us,
Do
please,
they
Mr.
have a
Williams.
dedicated tie-in yet?
Can I clear that up real quick,
Please
please?
do.
There will be no cost incurred for
For
this
the
parish
parish.
or this jury dealing with engineering services having to do with this solar farm.
Won't cost
Okay.
the parish 1 cent.
Yes, not gonna cost anything.
Well, we just approved $150,000 for QES, which is engineering. Is Energy gonna reimburse us?
For numerous projects.
Well, then $25,000.
He's just
One other thing, just to chime in on the notice
Please
to
do.
proceed. The notice to proceeds have individual not to exceeds amount, right?
Right.
In the standing operating procedure that I made, I called that a fee monitoring threshold. And so what that allows us to do is, say we get to 75% of the Willis Pond not to exceed amount. Well, that's gonna let y'all know, hey, y'all didn't really want us to spend more than 25 grand. We have 150 grand that's allocated for this, but we're at 75% of it. Do y'all want us to allocate our resources to other projects or not? And that's the intended purpose of the that's the intended purpose of the notice to proceed with a amount. Just that way there's a way to regulate. Regulation's important.
In the past, we have set fees with other engineering firms, which they never even come close to the money that we set aside for these fees, not to exceed. It's a process you have to go through. But these solar farms not gonna cost the parish anything, because they don't belong to the parish.
Well, evidently, we're not gonna benefit from it either.
But we got rules and regulations you have to go by. We have orders in place.
From a parish engineering standpoint, we really want to make sure that the parish is protected with any form of development that happens
Any
in the
kind of
parish.
development.
And that's where using quality engineering and the subject matter experts from an engineering firm come into play. We need to look at the history of what's been done. We need to look at what's planned to be done and make sure that aligns with the parish's goal.
I'm not in we sitting here, you're engineer, Mr. Rushion?
No, but I could, What I was shaking my head about was you said we have an ordinance in place. We have a draft right
in
now
place.
that's in place,
Well,
not even in place, hadn't been vetted to the public at all.
But will nothing take place until we get the ordinance in place? Thank you, sir.
But they already have an agreement prior to the ordinance, so really and truly, it's gonna be hard to backdoor them in the ordinance. They're gonna have to agree to it, which they probably will. And the ordinance specifically spells out, they will reimburse. To answer your question, Ms. Kemp, they will be reimbursing the parish for any professional fees we incur.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Rousseau. Thank you for your education. Thank you. Let's move on.
Was that all, Mr. Lewis?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank y'all.
Number 9. But we can vote on it. Okay. You, 25,000, we had a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. One opposed? Okay. Next on the agenda, take action on opposition of carbon capture resolution. I'm not prepared to make a decision on it at this moment. I was getting ready to come to this meeting, and the state had something on the news, but how will this impact the state as a whole? Which it don't sound good to me, because we don't really have all the information we need. I got a whole book on this from our representative.
I'll make a motion to table.
What table? I don't know what the state gonna do, because it's gonna impact the state and the parish as well. If I get home at night, I watch the news and see what the state gonna do, but this is a serious situation, it really is. They put something in the ground that might contaminate our water, it might do a lot of damage, then it might be good for someone. But it's not that I'm gonna take lightly. There's too much opposition to it, and too many people for it. So I would like to table this until maybe our next meeting, please.
Ms. Harris, could I ask one thing?
Please do.
Could you get with Mr. DeQuilla and find out if we formally opposed this, if there were wells currently or already allowed or started in the process, how that would affect them? If they'd be grandfathered in, or from a legal standpoint, they would cease to continue on with their procedures?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So it's going to impact us some kind of way, believe me, impacting the whole state.
Governor, just off cut, probably depends a lot on what the legislature puts in their bill. There are 3 or 4 bills in the legislature.
Exactly.
So I think y'all table it's probably a good idea.
Right thing to do.
Because those bills, they might spell out whether people are grandfathered in.
And the previous, they don't come through us to get permits.
No.
They get permits through the state.
Through the state.
So
Right.
the wells that are already in process now, they have the permits already. So, you know, it may be very hard to stop anything that's already happening.
We have, what, 4 or 5 bills and it's coming up a session to discuss this carbon capture, you know. So we really can't make a sound decision right now. Yeah.
So I'll, and Mr. Sam, I'll include, all of the jurors in the email.
Please do.
Because what he did look at is if the resolution is good, if you all decided to oppose it. The resolution is good if you decide to oppose of it, but it's the, you know, decision of the jury. So I'll ask him that specifically.
So I make a motion.
So I need a motion to table it until further notice.
I made the motion.
Second.
Any more discussion?
He seconded it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you all. Next on the agenda, committee staff report. Executive committee, I have one thing. Ms. Faith Talbot gave her resignation. She's resigning from the library board. So accept your resignation, Ms. Talbot. Second, need a motion to advertise to fill that vacancy on the library board.
I'll make a motion.
First, we'll accept your resignation.
Okay, you need a motion?
Yes.
I make a motion that we do
Accept the
resignation.
Second.
Any more discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Now you need a motion to advertise for the fill that vacancy on the library.
I make the motion that we advertise.
Moved by Mr. Mills, second by Mr. Mills. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. That's all I have. Personnel committee, Dr. Crystal Queen.
We will be having a meeting probably within the next week or two to go on, kind of clear of anything that we have on our changes to the personnel committee handbook. We've gotten a very, very, very draft copy, but we actually have somebody who knows how to do this, and it's really delightful
Yeah, it
that it's
is.
in the condition that it is. I don't know what the meat of it looks like yet, but the design is really nice. She's worked really hard.
Any more questions, Dr. Quinn?
I think that's
Finance Committee, Chairman, Mr. Coughlin.
Yes, sir, we have multiple items. Item A is approve monthly invoices, and that is a motion.
Which one, Mr.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mills. Any discussion? Question from the audience? None all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Item B is recommendation to approve Public Works laborer pay scale. It's in your binder. Mr. Hill, if you'd like to say something, please do, but to give you a short version is he needed some laborers. We did not have that as a position on our pay scale. We at some point might want to adjust the step dollar values, but he just needed the position to be presented and adopted.
We talked about this in the last meeting, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
I'll make that motion.
Which one, Ms. Oliver?
Second.
Second by Mr. McCray. Any discussion? Question from the audience? None in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Item C, recommendation to approve stipend for 10 employees currently performing extra duties.
Please do.
That was going, go ahead, I guess.
First, I know that the department heads have taken on a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
In absence of a parish manager. I understand that. But some of the employees listed on here, I don't know, I guess I wanna know what they've done to step up and to take some of the load off of what the parish manager would have done. Like, I don't know what Ms. Pat would have done, what Tanya would have done, what KJ would have done, or Rachel would have done. I know that Ms. Julie and Nikki have helped with the office stuff. But I don't know, I guess what DPW's and I guess the Ms. Pat, I just want y'all to tell me, justify what they've done in the absence of a parish manager to warrant giving them the stipend until we hire a parish manager.
So,
We want
I-
to table it until y'all get that information, or?
I can say from the committee was split. The way it's on your agenda may be a little misleading. We couldn't come to an agreement, so we recommended to bring it in front of the full jury, not necessarily us say and approve it. So I want to be clear. There were some amounts that Mr. Richard asked for, I asked for, they're in your packet. It doesn't give you a full snapshot, an aggregate amount, but it does give you where people are at currently. These numbers, we were told, were from each department head, correct? They were recommended. There was some discussion about the amounts for a handful of the employees. There was a slight increase for those employees. Mr. Richard, we had a discussion, and he was insistent that a few of those should be rewarded slightly more so than what was recommended from the department heads.
Right.
And so that's how you have the numbers there in front of you. But we couldn't get anywhere as a committee necessarily to say to do it, so our hope was to bring it to the jury.
I feel like 100% the department heads wholeheartedly need a stipend. I'm on the fence. I just want to be able to, y'all justify this money, like, show me what they did in place of a parish manager, how they stepped up.
Well,
And they may have, I don't
you're
know.
always free to go and sit and speak with the department heads. You can come in anytime you choose
That's
to.
why I'd like to table it until.
Thank you.
Ms. Chastain and Mr. Oliver, in February of last year, our parish manager resigned.
Mr. Ken.
Wait, let me finish, please.
You
Give
may-
me-
Yeah, go ahead and get,
Let me finish.
you're opening up a can of worms.
Okay, let me finish. And we promised these employees, if they step up, we would reward them for the extra work and extra services they have done. And I think they've done a
And
commendable
these decisions were
job.
made by the department heads.
Well, listen, it's the people's money. We're digging into the money from the parish manager.
Which
that's
we don't
set
have
aside
one.
for that. Okay, but that's where we're getting the money from. Okay, if we need, and just to be clear, Ms. Chair, we went around and around about this, And so I come up with something, but I'm taking my name off the vote in the committee. Because I have thought, talked to a couple of you, folks here, and I've thought about a lot of other things. And it's the people's money, and I said, Miss Harris, I said in the committee meeting, this is, you call it anything you want to, it's a raise. Because once you get the money, you don't give it back.
No, that's why it's a stipend.
Well,
You can stop a stipend at any
If we come
time.
back and hire a parish manager,
We'll take that
then
money.
those people pay will go back down to the same thing it was originally.
Let me say this. I've said to a couple of y'all, this is my opinion, it's my vote. Until we audit the jobs, we see how much we're doing, how the money's gonna be spent, I say, you show me, and we'll do something, but not in a bonus, not, how many, you're not saying how many people on here drawing overtime. Who draws overtime on this list? Cause.
Sure, public works.
Ma'am,
Anyone who works
okay,
Works
all
over.
right,
anyone who
because,
works over 40 hours in a
okay,
work
all right,
week
well, how much
works
overtime
at
do we,
least
did y'all, how much overtime did y'all amass in this period of time?
or doing the parish manager's job?
Not for doing a job here. That's what we were asking for, we hadn't got it. So I'm gonna stop and say, I'm against it, she's tabled it, I'll second that, and then y'all make your mind up. But I'm working for the people.
Can I say something?
Well,
I'm not saying I don't wanna give it to
one
them,
second.
that the parish manager does a hell of a lot, and you have stepped up, Jeff has stepped up.
Frost
He
has
has
stepped up.
up.
All
I-
the employees in the office have
I'm not saying
stepped
that no
up.
office has, but just explain to me, okay. So to answer Ms. Kristen's question, so with me doing the job that I do, there's some things that if I step up to do it of the parish manager, someone has to step up and do one of the jobs that I am doing, or some of the jobs. This is so we'll stay in compliance. We're audited. We have about 4 or 5 different audits that we go through. And this is just ensuring that we cover all bases. If it's from Miss Pat doing culverts, if you have to come in to do a culvert, logging permits. We have a thing now with who can go to the bank, who can do deposits, who can sign off on deposits. It's everything that has to be done with segregation of duties. So if we're without a parish manager for a year, something, either it's not going to be done or it's done and you would be not in compliance. But I do have the letter, if you would allow me to read what I have to the jurors, Mr. Lewis. It's also in your packets. It says,
Please do.
jurors, for the past year, many of your administrative employees and department heads have stepped up by taking on extra duties during a season of turnovers. Even though we are not yet being compensated, we have remained true public servants through dedication, teamwork, and patience while working together to move East Feliciana Parish forward. Whether it be hours of training for new softwares that we've done for this year, softwares or safety, applications and approvals of grants, updating and implementation of policies and ordinances, audits, new projects, networking, or bringing new ideas to the parish. This team shows no slack when it comes to getting the job done. I am very confident in saying that this team is one of the best, and I would like to thank them again for showing up and representing East Feliciana Parish Police Jury well. Your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. Also, thank you, jurors, for trusting that we will work hard to get the job done. With that being said, I would now like to revisit compensation for employees taking on extra duties and ask that you approve stipends as listed below, retroactive to a date after the first quarter of 2025. These stipends
can be covered using some of the funds budgeted for a parish manager and will be discontinued if the police jury decides to hire a parish manager. Currently, $81,120 is budgeted for a parish manager, and the total stipend request for 10 employees is $2,200 biweekly, with the annual total of $57,200. This would leave a difference of $23,920. And those funds are split between all of your funds because the work is done for all departments. So, and with me saying revisit, when we had when the jury had this discussion almost a year ago, and I mentioned it to Mr. Olivo in the finance meeting, he was one of the first jurors that said I should be compensated for doing the day-to-day operations. And I said then, there is no way that I can be compensated without the team being compensated, because we have all stepped up. We've had more grants to apply for and be approved in less than a year. We have worked with new software. We've done different stuff with safety classes, our manual. I mean, Frosty and his team has done new classes. Mr. Jeff is now working on the solar farm ordinance. So it just changes. And I think the fair thing to do for your employees is to compensate them for the works that they're doing in a stipend. And we talk with the financial advisors, and it is budgeted. So I don't think you're dipping into what you have for a parish manager, because if you get a parish manager, then the parish manager will have those funds for the rest of the year. We just ask that if you hire a parish manager, that those duties are that of the parish manager and not of your other administrative employees.
As I stated, if you give a raise, you don't want to take a raise back when you get somebody a raise, but you can stop a stipend anytime you want to.
Can we discuss when we're going to look at hiring a parish manager?
Come up for the jury, we talked about it, but right now the jury is working fine without a parish manager. I think
it's putting too much work on these, I think there needs to be some items over these employees. You're putting too much work on Yamisha, on Frosty, on Jeff. Yeah, you're giving them a little extra money, but they're being torn in every direction.
Well, they're not complaining.
Look at the pudding. The pudding is in the pot. Everything in the jury is working perfect. We won't have no findings. Everything is
Y'all
smooth.
that will never hire another one if this is going
No,
perfectly?
no. If it comes to the point you want to hire one, if you get 5 votes to our parish manager,
Why change something that's working?
why fix something ain't broke?
Well, Lewis, you're selling this. Everybody up here make their own mind up.
You got 9 minds up here.
That's exactly right.
I'll just say,
You need
go ahead,
5.
Mr.
So
When you
Doctor.
file
got it.
I don't want to jump.
Go ahead, Dr. Quinn.
Okay. As my recollection, sitting in this meeting, is Mr. Olivo voted or suggested that we increase
Yes.
some of the stipend
I sure did.
for 2 of our employees. So,
I'm not saying
your
that.
original was half the amount of the first and the second employee.
Correct.
For sure, that was your original, recommendation, and I would think that's where you intended when you originally wrote this letter. So,
But, we're not talking numbers, and I won't do that. But if you look at the top and go to the bottom and see how much difference there is, and because we talked this, he talks it, and I mean it about you treat everybody the same, and everybody the same, it all works out. And so that's why I come up with that, and so.
Everyone doesn't have the
Same.
same.
Well, listen,
well,
everybody's getting paid from public funds.
And-
We don't have the authority to give a bonus or supplemental pay or none of that stuff. So that's my opinion, and that's my opinion. Now, if I said last year that, okay, if I said it, what I'll say right now, if you're doing this work, and I know y'all, the work's getting done.
It's been done.
But But the numbers that you passed out here is hourly numbers. It don't reflect how much money that was made in the year of 2025 for none of it.
What does the money that was made in 2025?
I don't know what it is.
have to do with it?
It don't, it does, yes, well, anyway, listen.
Can I piggyback off what he said? That was my comment. So I had asked, because he did during the committee meeting, to give the aggregate numbers of these employees. Some will not be a full year because they've not been employed with us a year, exactly. So I knew there was going to be some data there that didn't represent entirety, but I did ask for that. That's not what's in your packet. That, to me, is the most frustrating thing because I wanted you all to have the information, especially since he asked for it. You know, that was the only comment I had about it. Whether I'm for it or against it, I would like everybody to have all the information. I'm a big proponent of, like, we all sitting here know.
Mr. Lewis, how many
What
times have you
information does
said?
that provide how much someone made last year? What
It's-
does that provide as far as the extra duties that they're doing? Or the year before that? Or the year, what does?
It's, I mean, just want to know. We want to.
Say I made 20,000 and Ms. Pat made 5,000. That means that her stipend should
Be the same as yours?
be the same as mine because I made 20,000 no matter what the job is.
No, I think it's just to have a full financial picture of the individual, of the employee.
Where,
Even though the money, the advisor says that the money is there, you're still not gonna have a full picture of what the employee does because you're not here day to day. With me being over the day-to-day operations, him being a department head, and him being a
Well,
department
That's my
head.
thing, is if we had a parish manager, we would. If we had one person.
No, you wouldn't. We had one before that.
We don't have one though.
Right, how long have we had a parish manager?
You had a parish manager that sat in there and said we didn't need one because
He
he sat
said-
there
he
and
said
worked across
himself
our
we didn't
stuff.
need
And he's not here anymore because he didn't.
Well,
get
he's
the
not
job.
here
No, he
because
didn't
things
get
didn't
the
work out in his
Didn't
favor.
work out.
Right, so you don't think there's a parish manager?
I think it's working fine personally.
I think there needs to be a parish manager at some point.
I've been in jail 31 years. I created this month as a parish manager because we wanted someone to do the daily operations of the parish. That happened. Sometimes I wish I never thought about a parish manager.
So we have one for
People,
31
well, people ask for it. We asked for, so we elected a parish manager, paying them almost $100,000 a year. They make the same decisions that this group making for less money. The same decision. If you're in better shape now without a parish manager than what with a parish manager.
Thank you.
I got my reason for saying that. I be up here every day, 3 and 4 times a day. I take care of this parish as it's my own. That's a business.
So Miss Judith didn't do,
But Judy she was a good parish manager.
right,
And we done had some bad parish managers.
right, so because we had a bad one, don't go back and look for a good one? Like, I feel like. this
So the
is-
parish it worked 200 years without a parish manager.
We can agree to disagree. I think we need one, we're not gonna get one.
Well, you get your 5 votes with high parish manager.
there you go.
That's all you need. But
Internet
right now, we're not discussing the parish manager's position, we're discussing stipends and I'm calling for the parish. All that, make the motion,
That's it.
make the motion.
I make a motion to table it until I get all the information to warrant, in my opinion, for my vote to go to it.
That's
I'll
good
second
stuff.
that.
Okay, it's another motion. If I was a vote, which I don't make motion, if I was to make a motion.
I'll make a substitute.
Go ahead.
I'll make the substitute motion that we pay them what we promised them.
I'll second.
Okay.
Now,
We're gonna vote on the we're gonna vote on the,
wait,
on the original motion first, the table.
wait a minute, let's clear up one thing before y'all vote, is that we never promised that much money.
We told them the next
No,
year if the money
We
was
get some
there,
money, but we didn't promise that amount of
we
money.
would pay them. We sat right here around this table and discussed.
But we didn't promise an amount of money. That
Well,
amount
we
of
told
money,
them we would.
it got dropped out of the sky.
We told them we
Okay.
would.
Okay, a call for
We,
the
we
question.
didn't promise an amount of
Okay,
money.
we got a
It dropped
substitute
out of the
motion
sky.
to table this, all in favor of substitute motion,
What's
the
the
table,
substitute?
the table.
No, it's the table,
Yeah.
that's not the, that's
That's
not.
the original motion. We're gonna vote on substitute motion first. All in favor of giving Ms. Stipend? We got a motion second.
That's for the substitute?
Yes, sir. You shake your head on everything. What you got, Mr. Rushion? I'm getting aggravated with you. Okay, I'm getting aggravated with you now. You was a parish man, talk, speak up.
Just calm down a minute, give me a chance I don't want to be interrupted. First of all, y'all decided to have a parish manager, you advertised for it, and you didn't like the 5 candidates you got, so you suspended not doing it. Hear me out.
Okay.
With no jury vote, you suspended not appointing one.
Not to accept
The jury
any-
let that happen. I can't say anything about what you did because the jury let it happen.
Thank you,
You
sir.
suspended it. You appointed Miss Harris as the acting parish manager.
No, you know. But she's our secretary treasurer.
Well, let's put it this way, she's gonna act as the top administrator in the absence of a parish manager. Call that whatever you want, that's what's happening.
Right.
Okay, she delegates out the jobs. We have a CBO that is a CBO. He is not a guy that writes ordinances, takes care of buildings and all that other things. His job is to do inspections every day. If he don't get the inspections done, it costs taxpayers and people in this parish building time. And I know his time is pushed because I work with the man every day on zoning stuff. I agree with Ms. Chastain. We need a parish manager. Always have said that. We've had some that have not been so good. We've had others that have been good. Most of them, and none of them are here now, so we won't even bring those up.
Exactly.
But like Miss Judith was a good parish manager.
She was.
She was also secretary treasurer for years before that, and you created and basically gave her a new title, and she got help with the other things. I know because I took over treasurer for
Well, she
3
was
years
hired
before
too.
that.
Exactly.
I was hired as an office manager, but I took over treasurer because she was transitioning out. The whole thing of it is that you need to have a chief administrator in here to take some of the load off of these department heads that are doing things that are not their job. Certain people are supposed to write ordinances. Writing ordinances is not real complicated because we have 63 other parishes to draw from, even on new ordinances. You go draw from them. Legal counsel looks at it. That's how the solar farm is being worked now. Mr. DeQuilla said St. Helena's was the best. We've worked on it. Hopefully you'll get it and defer it to zoning tonight so we can have a public hearing and get back to you before we pay the engineers. I mean, I know it's a lot of shuffling for a parish manager, been in that position, but you need somebody at the helm and not have it all farmed out. Now, yeah, you've got a lot of people stressed out right now because
Let me finish. Go ahead, Mr. Rochelle. Go ahead, please.
you're passing out jobs to various people, so you're putting more work onto them. They already had a full-time job. I'm kind of like Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Olivo. I'd like to see what the aggregate overtime was for all these people that are about to get stipends for the year. Did they put in 40 a week? Did they put in 48 a week? Where was their pay scale when they got extra overtime and everything? Because the parish manager, the last one, was said, no overtime. This is your salary. There is no such thing as overtime for you. That's the way it should be for your top administrator. If you can't get things done in a allotted amount of time, then he needs to make a justified position and hire somebody. Create a new job. That laborer, whoever you got, another motor grader operator, I don't care if somebody cut roadsides, whatever. But to make sure everything runs according to the law and division of labor, there is a chief administrator should be in charge of that. And right now, we don't have one. And to say we're not going to do one for another year and a half because we're going to wait for the new jury to come in, you're wasting a year and a half of, even if you pick the wrong one, the new jury could get rid of them in a year and a half.
That's the problem.
But that's a problem. That's a way of monitoring what you get and what you come back to, how your decision plays out in a year and a half. That's not a problem. That's a solution.
If we hire a parish manager tomorrow, these same people going to tell him and teach him the ropes about how to run his parish. They're going to depend on those same 10 employees.
That depends on who you hire. I got news for you. I already know how to run Sage and accounting. And know a lot about public works.
Thank you, Mr. Rochelle. Now, we got a motion to table it. All in favor of the table? Go ahead.
I just want it to be known that I have talked with Jeff, with Frosty, and with Yamisha to see if how they feel about the extra load that's been put on them. Because those three guys have really had a lot
They done
put
stepped
on
up.
them, and they have stepped up, and I'm not hearing any
Complaints about nothing.
no complaints about the extra work. Now, I understand a little bit about the overtime, where is this gonna, what is our overtime now? And if we pay these people more, are they gonna become more efficient? And I'm not talking necessarily about the people, I'm not talking about everybody on this list. Statistically, if we put that in place, are people gonna work a little more efficiently so that there will be less overtime? Will it make a difference at all? Is there, I mean, and it might be that that's the way it's gonna work, but I'm not looking for it to make the decision necessarily. I'm looking forward to see in the long run what it's done and how statistically it's worked out, to see when we increase this, so that when we do this again, which we may end up doing again, so that we'll have some data to go by to see. I'm looking at it that way. So
if we do this, we're gonna have to go make new job descriptions for all of these people.
No, y'all got to have a job. You go,
Jeff's job description does not say that he is.
no, he go beyond his duty as the CBO. Like me, how many just come here 10 times a day sometimes? I'm going beyond my call of duty. I'm supposed to come here once every 2 months? I mean, twice a month?
Right,
How many just come up here more than twice a month?
Well, look, hold on.
And I make a few dollars more, but do I
Just
come?
hold on a minute.
Okay.
It says that the only thing we do is the only thing we can ask, we can't demand, and we can't tell.
You can't.
Okay.
But you
All
come
right,
up here and see the
now,
operation.
what makes you higher than us? So you come up here, everything goes through you. You're the president of the jury that represents us.
And I don't.
In the meeting, okay? She is the person that's running
Runs
this
the
office.
daily operation.
Now,
Exactly.
I recognize that. What she's saying and what he's saying is true. If she's gonna do the job, make her parish manager and let her run this job and go hire somebody else, come and move these people around and have somebody in doing these grants, doing this stuff. Hey, and we'll hire her tonight, right now. How about that?
You won't. You won't hire her tonight.
And you will.
You won't hire her
your
tonight, I promise you
salary is
that.
set at $81,000.
We're gonna move on.
But there's a pay scale.
Okay.
Here's a pay scale that everybody's got right
Okay.
here.
Go ahead.
I say that we put this in order and put it on the scale. If they gotta have a raise, we gotta raise.
Go ahead.
I, would not want to be your parish manager.
Thank
We
you,
don't
ma'am.
have the best of luck with parish managers.
You got a
The time
history.
I've been here, I probably worked with 6 parish managers. And that's.
And some of us ran them off.
And I will say, once those, they leave, it does fall on your same people.
Same people every
And
time.
I, as a supervisor, as in charge of the day-to-day operation, I would like them to know that they are appreciated for going the extra mile and doing the extra work. I have not had any problems with asking anyone to do anything, and I haven't had any problem with anyone stepping up. I will say $2,200 for 10 people, bi-weekly, you're still saving, and the money is there. We've even done, I mean, there's nothing else I can say if you all don't understand the work that's being done.
I wanna
make one thing clear. I'm not saying that y'all don't deserve it. I do not want y'all to think that I'm saying y'all don't deserve it and the work hasn't been done. I am not saying that. I know what y'all have done. I'm just simply asking for clarification, and if this is what y'all wanna do, I'm not saying I'm against it. I just want more information.
Ms. Harris,
And listen.
every trip I make up, do I interfere with your daily operation, your daily operation? Do I? I do not. And I would never, it's not my job to interfere with the daily operation of this parish. I know my job, okay? But I go beyond my job to make this parish run better.
You won't
All right.
find the overtime.
Listen.
in,
Listen, do you want me to take over for you 2 weeks out of the month? I'll come up here.
You wanna do
I'll come
it?
up here and sign whatever you need to sign. I'll be glad to do it.
That's what she was getting to.
You know,
Right. That's what.
the point I'm making, we're a government entity. That's all I'm trying to make. We're a government entity. We have a pay scale, and that's what we go by, and we have jobs, and I'm like Miss Chastain, I know that the work is getting done. But I want clarification from our legal advisor, can we just do this?
Yeah, we can do it. When it's done.
Well, he told me, so
Okay.
I don't
So,
know. I'm listening to
we
you.
can vote a substitute motion for, all in favor of giving the stipend? Yeah, we got a motion to
We
stipend.
got one on the table for the table.
So I have my motion to table.
Table. Okay.
Need seconds.
Okay, got a more, actual vote.
Yeah, we got that one.
Who vote? Call for the vote. All in favor of the table?
Ah,
Roll call.
For tabling.
Yeah.
and let me be clear.
Mr. Dexter,
Can I just say one thing? We're voting to table. All I would ask is we would bring the information back. And I think this would be a completely different discussion. That's my comment.
It's not gonna be people getting angry and slamming gavels and getting mad. I just want information. I'm a steward of the parish's money, and I would like
you would like
information.
to see the additional duties?
Right, and you wanna see how much
You say
the
overtime.
people on this
For
10
for
got in overtime?
total aggregate income, and if it can be broken out between,
Okay. But I can give you, you wanna know how much everyone made
That's
here
public,
in overtime?
that's public knowledge
Yeah.
anyway. Anybody can get that
But
information.
you won't see what you look for.
Anybody can be public knowledge, anybody can come see what people make.
Come on, let's go on. We
Come
need to
on.
vote. You
Go-
got
come-
this on the table. You can't
We
have a
already got it
discussion
on the table.
and you got it on the table already.
Go ahead.
You can't do that.
No, let's go ahead. For the table.
To table it. Mr. Dexter Armstead,
No.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain,
Yes.
Mr. Michael Cheatham.
Yeah,
Sir?
yes.
Yes, what? You gonna vote the table?
You go to the table or you gonna
That's
vote?
it. I'm good, I'm voting.
Okay. You don't understand.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan?
yes.
Mr. Jason McCray?
No.
Mr. Keith Mills? Mr. Richard Olivo?
Yes.
Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn?
No.
That's 4 and
I break
4.
the tie. No.
Imagine that.
Okay. Now, the motion to approve the stipend.
Well,
It failed. The table failed, okay.
table failed. I just want the
We're not gonna
public to
table it,
know
Mr.
that I'm
McCoy.
trying to look out for.
Okay.
You had a substitute motion on the floor.
We're not gonna vote for it first. I
Had a
guess.
second,
I know.
and you have to vote for the
Substitute
substitute
motion,
motion
that's
first,
it, that's
which
first.
was to pay the stipend.
We're gonna
You
pay-
just voted to table it first.
And that's no. We're gonna,
It's all mixed up.
that's okay, Mr. President. You're a professor, we're not. Let's get back on. All in favor of the stipend? Except the two motions. Roll call.
Mr. Dexter Armstead? Yes. Mrs. Kristen Chastain?
I abstain. I'm not gonna vote on information that I want.
Mr. Michael,
Not that I.
Yes,
Mr. Michael Cheatham?
yes.
Mi-
Okay, the vote is to go ahead and allow the stipend. That's the motion. Yeah.
Mr. Dexter Armstead? Mrs. Kristen Chastain?
Yes,
Yeah,
thing.
abstain.
Mr. Michael Cheatham?
Right?
Right, what?
Yes.
Yes or
What,
no?
what you doing, what we doing here?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan?
Again.
Yes.
Mr. Jason McCray?
Yes.
Mr. Keith Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Richard Olivo?
I abstain.
Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn?
Yes.
President Lewis Kent?
Yes. Motion carried.
I'll still have the information for you.
Get the vote for, give them information, please, okay?
That would be great.
Okay, Mr. Flanagan, move on.
I would like to say one thing. Would you, as you're getting information, would you take the parish manager's job description and let us know how those different things were
Or being split up.
being
That's what
split
I'm
up?
Yeah.
asking for. That's what I was asking for.
That's what she gonna do.
She gonna get it for
She
you.
gonna get
That's
it
all
for
you're
you.
asking for, okay?
And
But go from the parish manager's thing and
Right,
split up
His
those
duty.
individual duties.
right.
And also, I'd like to add, you're the Secretary of Treasury, you get a spiff for that, and break out how much time is spent in that job versus whatever else you do it, all the other stuff you do.
And how much work is done in what job?
In the, secretary, the financial part of it.
It's been a
You're the
treasure.
treasurer.
I'll try. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I will try. It'll be difficult, but I'll try.
Well, you know, I'm not wanting to put a load on you, it's just that I want to see, I'm like Miss Chastain over here, I want to see, you know, exactly where we're at, you know? And like I said, I'm willing to make a motion, I know we can't vote on it, but make you parish manager. And you'll get, we ain't kept a parish manager because, we can't keep a parish manager because, what's that?
That's not on the table.
Well, it's relevant, it's relevant. We can't keep a parish manager because everybody's gotta have their hand. They will let you do your job. I'll let you do your job. You know? You know, how many times if I call, you're nice to me, I'm nice to you, to discuss business, and that's it. You know, I'm not in here, nobody's business. But I was hired by the people to do the people work.
Just a follow-up, like you don't want to be the parish manager, but you want the money that the parish manager does.
No, no, no. No.
So if it was me because I would, yeah, that's right. If it was me wanting the money, then it wouldn't be split up between 10 employees.
Right. So let's move on. Okay, let's go. You finished, Mr. Alvarez, move on. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
Yes, sir. Recommendation to approve service agreement with iWork for DPW. To give you a little background, when our previous parish manager was here, this service was canceled, if I'm
Discontinued.
not mistaken, Mr. Hill. And Mr. Hill is coming back to us asking that we reinstate this. It will help with reports and tracking on equipment and activities, duties, et cetera, we can see and with reports to all of us what's happening and what's going
Had
on.
report at their desk, we had this in place. But the previous parish manager discontinued.
And also it's costing an
I had
extra
the public works
$5,000.
director to create that a couple of years ago, and we did it and had it ready
Every meeting.
So that is a motion.
Second.
More discussion. Question from the audience. And all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried.
The final item is item E, recommendation to purchase a dump truck for DPW. Mr. Hill, if there's anything I need to add, please feel free, but it's a late model used Mack dump truck tandem to replace one that was wrecked last year.
So we finally found one? We found one?
Mr. Hill?
Mr. Hill?
We found one, he's asking what did we?
The purchase of the dump truck.
Okay.
It was brought to my attention that we cannot purchase it, it's not on state contract being a
Not
certain
a
amount.
used, being a used truck.
Right.
We can't purchase a used truck
Probably
on
just
state
have to
contract.
take
The
that.
new truck is the new truck on state contract?
New truck would be on state contract.
Yeah.
Through.
I can get with,
He tried to get a quote from one provider and they did
Capital
not.
Mac hadn't
Yeah.
provided us one, All Truck has. I can get with Mr. Jimmy at All Truck and make sure and bring it back to you.
Well, I'll make a motion that we table this one.
Second.
Any more discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Anything else, Mr. Franklin?
No, sir.
That's enough, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda, public working equipment, Mr. Jason McCray.
Mr. Hill, before you step out, all the tractors in operation now, we're getting ready to start the grass season. Yes, sir. We good to go? Yes, sir. Patch truck working and back out on the road? Yes, sir. Okay, that's all I'm on.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Business property, Mr. Dexter Armstead.
I don't have anything, Mr. President.
Administrative matters.
So the first thing I have, there was a deadline, less than a week, for us to submit an application for the bill grant. We did get that grant submitted. The project is named East Feliciana Rural Lemon Bee Road Widening and Corridor Resilience Plan. It's a competitive grant, and we expect an announcement on the grant selection at the end of June. And if we're selected, this will be a big win for Lemon Bee Road Design and Study.
That's in your district, Mr. Jackson.
You're welcome. We all worked on it together.
Work on it together.
Acadian Ambulance, I did receive a letter from, there was an MOU that's been in place, I believe, since 2003. And Acadian Ambulance did send us a letter that there's a termination of the MOU. I did reach out to Mr., let's see, I'll get you his name back. I did reach out to Mr. Tim Burke, and he assured me that they're just doing some updates to have more teeth in the MOU. He's going to be sending to me over another MOU to look through, and we'll have Mr. DeQuilla to look at it. Mr. DeQuilla has also been a part of this, and someone from Acadian Ambulance. Once we have everything together, they'll come in and to one of the jury meetings.
That's to provide ambulance service for the parents.
Right, but they did say that they aren't leaving us high and dry. They just need to, they didn't want to renew the MOU. So that was that's been since 2003. And the jurors that will be attending the convention, you should have received your packets. And if you'll look through the information in your packets, there's quite a lot to do at this convention. There's a lot of different trainings. We're invited to a lot of different things. Keep up with your information, and also your check is in there. I did put do not throw away on it, just so no one got rid of it. And
there's a lot of committees, so pick the committee you want to be involved in, okay?
And unless you have any questions for me, I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, another thing you do. Discuss, take action on payment on invoice for series.
Okay, so the series invoice, Mr. Jeff and myself, I did call him in. I did receive a call on, I believe, Thursday from OCD about this invoice.
You have any?
And I do believe, after speaking with someone from OCD, that this is the invoice of the jurors, and we need to go ahead and pay it. Pay series.
You stated the last meeting, you go 60 days. I think the 60 days is up. You said 60 days at the most. We need to go and pay it. We need to go and pay it. You entertain a motion to go and pay it.
I make a motion that we pay it.
Second?
Second.
Any more discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. We go and pay it.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
You know, so I'll just leave it there.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Anything else?
Say again, Mr. Kennedy, if you need me to step up and come in, you know, take the pressure off.
You can come anytime you want to.
Come anytime, but you don't do me no good if I can't voice my opinion on this.
You're a juror. You can voice your opinion. You're a juror. You have just as much right as I have been a police juror. Yes, sir. Okay. Anything else, Ms. Harris?
No, sir.
Homeland Security, Ms. Darrell Buell.
Oh, in the retroactive, let's not even worry about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay. We worry about retro. Darrell, Ms. Buell. Okay, next for Homeland Security. Commission and Board Report, Planning and Zoning. I have a recommendation to approve everything but G, coming from Planning and Zoning.
G?
G, right, Mr. Rashawn? You said G, right?
G, I think go.
G, there was no action taken, his map was returned.
Returned.
But you need to cover P separately.
Okay, P separate.
That was my question, Mr. Ruchon, was about P. It was an outlier in the list.
Yeah.
I'll explain P when we get
We'll get
Please
to it.
do.
Okay. So the recommendation to approve everything but G, and we'll come back to P.
Yeah.
Roll call. Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dexter Armstead,
Yes.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain, Mr. Michael Cheatham,
Yes.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan,
Yes.
Mr. Jason McCray,
Yes.
Mr. Keith Mills, Mr. Richard Olivo, Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn, President Lewis Kent.
Yes. Motion carried. Okay, let's discuss P, Mr. Rushion.
Okay, planning and zoning had, just to give y'all a heads up, we had 17 maps at the last meeting. So there is a lot of development and a lot of moving in the parish. This particular instance was a person who takes care of an elderly person, and according to our ordinances, you can only have one mobile home on a piece of property. But you can have two pieces on there, but one of them has to be stick-built.
Right.
They already have purchased this mobile home, just because it's efficient and get it on there quick. They wanted to split their property. It doesn't meet the new ordinance because it's 3 acres. Rather than set a precedent of splitting 3 acres to not make a 2-acre density, we recommended allowing a second mobile home on this property. The person says they're taking care of an older person, or caregiver, so give them a hardship variance for 1 year at a time if the person's still alive in a year, or 5 years. You can renew it every year. Once the caregiving situation goes away, one of the mobile homes goes away. So it doesn't become a rental property. We're recommending granting a variance for 2 mobile homes on 1 3-acre piece of property because it's a caregiver situation and they're not in a position to build a stick-built house.
But my concern is this. We may open up a can of worms. If we do it one occasion, if we come again, we'll have to do it again. I want you to understand that now.
We understand how the variance works, but
Okay.
it's done on a case-by-case
Case
basis.
I know.
And this one, we could not, you can't make 3 acres any bigger.
You can't, I know.
So
But
I'd rather take care of the mobile home situation than to change the new ordinance that we just set in place for 2-acre density. And if you start granting variances on it the first time it comes up, in that situation, why make the variant, why do 2-acre density to start with? And we have some major subdivisions that are coming into effect now. There's a 100-acre subdivision coming. So,
But this is not the first time that this has come up,
This
because
is the first time this come up. For two mobile homes, with 2 mobile homes. This is the
Yeah,
first
2
time.
mobile homes.
well, number 2 was gonna be the same thing,
B?
right? Mr. Jeff, wasn't that gonna be 2?
Where's number 2?
That's on Stu Jack Lane.
Oh,
About the new birth prayer thing?
No,
Two
it's
Jack.
Stu Jack. Don and Brandon and Karen Winwright.
I'm not aware of number 2. It hadn't come to zoning, so
Well,
I
mean,
can't help you with that one.
there's been several.
But this one here came to zoning, and that was the zoning's recommendation was, we would rather see you grant a variance that can be tracked on 2 mobile homes on a piece of property rather than grant a variance on the 2-acre density at this point. We can't change the size of the property, but we can monitor the 2 mobile homes until the caregiver situation goes away. And when it goes away, one of the mobile homes has to disappear.
And Mr. Rushion, I don't know if you heard Mr. McCray, but you explained that to them, that if something happened, they have to remove that mobile home? Did you explain that to them?
Right now, they're being granted a variance to allow it because of caregiver status on a 2 acres. So, and we told them it's gonna be something that's gonna have to be renewed because it's a variance.
But I'm saying,
Year by year.
In your basis, yeah.
so I just want-
Y'all set the length of time, yeah, but normally it's 1 year at a time.
So I'm pretty sure, like you say, they on the awareness that if something happened to it, they have to get rid of the mobile home.
Mr. Rushion,
Yes, sir,
can I ask a question? When they come before y'all, what documentation do they provide for this situation? Do they just verbally come into the meeting and say, we would like to do this with their maps? Or do they have some kind of medical reference?
No,
from
they
the-
came in with a map to start with, to split the property, and we couldn't do that because of the new ordinance. 3 acres, you can't split it and make a 2-acre density. So we started asking questions in, and no, they didn't have anything in writing. They're just taking care of an old person that's there, and they want to put a second mobile home there so they can continue to take care of this person, and you take it at face value. I mean, in reality, being a pessimist, I could be lied to at every meeting.
Well, and that's
And
what-
it's only at face value because tomorrow it can change.
Well, and that's was
Even
my
if they're 100% true, tomorrow they could change your mind.
And that was my question. That's what I'm leading into, is it prevents some of that if we have some kind of doctor,
Documentation.
healthcare provider that says we need this, it covers us, the parish, from something like that happening.
And I think it's happened enough times that we do need a healthcare provider or some kind of something to.
Can't care for themselves, and we should have that on file in this office.
So, while we're on the subject, I was out in an area today. I want to bring this to y'all's attention because it's relative, okay?
Go ahead.
I was in an area today, y'all granted a variance in November, same situation, caregiver. I go out to this is to live in a travel trailer for an occasional use camper, right? I'm sorry, for them to live in for a time frame.
Right.
Well, guess who has to track that time frame, right? And the variances and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I go out there to do my inspection for the electrical service pole, and there's not one RV out there. There's 2 RVs out there. I have a conversation with the gentleman, and the gentleman says, "Caretaker, what are you talking about?" I don't know what you're talking about. I just got to have a place to stay. I'm all for helping people, 100%. I'm all for helping people, but I don't like to be lied to, okay? I just don't. So my recommendation to y'all is to get something in writing, just something to verify. If they need a hardship, by all means, absolutely. But
True need a hardship.
just for instance, today, as a matter of fact, that happened, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because Mr. Rushan was talking about it.
Mr. Wood, you hear me say a million times, I believe in what, documentation? Your mouth will say anything.
Right.
It will. And people ain't always truthful. They're not. We live those kind of times where a lie go further than the truth any day of the week, don't. People lie for they believe the truth. That's the God knows truth.
Thank
I just believe in documentation. George Carmichael, I went to court, and George Carmichael said, if it ain't in writing, it never happened. So from now on, I ask you to require documentation before we grant any variance for a hardship.
So we're gonna table this until they give us that documentation?
It's up to the jury.
I make a motion to approve it with the pending that they bring.
Documentation. That they are caring for the
From a
person.
medical provider, but we're gonna need to get Sam's
Approve
approval
on it.
that we can do that.
This doesn't need to go to Mr. J.R.
Say it again?
This doesn't need to go to Mr. J.R. They need
They
to
need to
speak to
come-
Mr. Jeff, they need to come in this
Yeah.
office.
They need to
like
come before
other
us for that, though, right?
And I understand y'all were just trying to get away from having to address
The
the
new ordinance.
the new ordinance.
Yeah, I mean, that.
So
You
there
don't
was a
want-
stopgap matter. But these people need to get some type of documentation that would be approved by Sam, so that it
And,
shows they really need to do it.
I mean,
And
I,
those people probably need to have theirs withdrawn,
Right.
revoked.
We need to check with Sam to see if we can do that, since we already granted it.
We're great, great.
For a year, when they come back in, you don't renew it. That's how you do it.
How long did we give that one to? Do you know?
We give most of them a year.
We give
A
most of
year?
them a year.
1 year.
That's what we giving the last 3 people that came in.
1 year.
Well, if they're not doing what we told them to do, we need to revoke it,
We take their
period.
license, take their
Take it away.
license away, yeah.
Take
Yes.
it away from them, not give them a year, take it away from them.
Mr. Rushan?
the only thing I'm gonna say on that is up to this point, we've never required documentation.
Yeah.
So we can do that in the future,
We need to.
but you can't backdate.
No, we can't
I
go
mean,
forward.
these people here, the recommendation from planning and zoning is to grant their variance for 1 year at a time, just like this one. But if it comes out that they're not meeting it, just like Ms. Oakwind just said, if they don't meet it, he's got 2 RVs out there, that building inspector cuts the power off. That's it. You don't have anything anymore.
I agree with
Because
you.
you're not abiding by the agreement they made with the 9 of y'all.
Yep, from this day forward now, we're gonna ask for documentation.
We can do that.
Okay.
Can I say, Mr. Rushan, thank you, each and every member of planning and zoning who served for free. For free. Thank
I commend every committee that we appoint that serve for free, without per diem, that take their precious time, do things for this parish. I appreciate them. I always compliment them, okay? Please do. Anything else, Mr. Rochelle, on the planning and zoning? Make the motion. Granted. Second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment. You have any public comment?
Yes, sir. Anybody else?
State your name, please.
3 minutes, is that gonna do it?
I'm setting my timer right now so I can accelerate if I need to. My name is Mark Browning. I'm here representing some of my neighbors who live in the area of the Gerald property on Highway 963. We feel like we don't have some representation, quite frankly. So, January 31st, 26th, Mardi Gras parade in town, a shooting, a juvenile involved in a shooting. Horrible, horrific, tragedy. 3 or 4 hours later, 3 or 4 miles west of there, at the Gerald property, a juvenile was apprehended with a gun. This report from Louisiana News First, which was posted on the Monday following this, says, deputies saw a 15-year-old male brandish a gun on the grounds, arrested, booked into parish jail, charged with illegal possession of a handgun by a minor, illegal possession of a stolen firearm. That night was a police jury meeting. Mr. Randall Duvall came up here and made a presentation during the public comment section, just like I am, representing, these are a couple of my neighbors, but representing the group that feels like we don't have any representation up here, no voice up here. And when he made his presentation, after he made his presentation, Mr. Kent made some comments. We got them transcribed right here. Mr. McCray made some comments. We got them transcribed right here. I want to address a couple of comments that specifically Mr. McCray made. He said, quote, they had a little incident. It wasn't an incident. It was something that happened. They picked it up and they handled it. Well, for people who live within range of the average handgun that's discharged, it was more than a little incident. And a little more history on how they picked it up. Our sheriff and his crew do an amazing job. They knew this handgun was on the Gerald property, and the Geralds didn't even know it. They went in, apprehended the young man, and arrested him, juvenile, illegal firearm, illegal possession of a handgun by a juvenile. So I am representing these neighbors of mine that saying we have an issue out there in our agricultural and residentially zoned area, and we need more help from the police jury in protecting our families. Thank you for your time, that's all.
Thank you, sir. Any more public comment? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
It's horrible tonight. It was a solar thing. Yeah, it was solar phone people. It was solar phone people. Congratulations. It was a rough one,